Oh my God.
It's impossible to see.
Jerry.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You got your pants? You got no pants?
You look good, though, I'll say.
Come over here.
What'd you get on the airplane with? Great show today. We've got wide range on today's show, gentlemen. All of it's brought to you by Chevy. We're on the road. We were in Chevy Tahoe yesterday. We're going to talk about the Chevy Equinox today, which is your do it all, go anywhere SUV. But we got Kiz for the first 3/4 of the show. We talk a lot about equipment. There's this McLaren news, so Kiz has actual real insight about what it's like for a pro to switch equipment and irons versus driver, and Justin Rose going over there. So we get into a lot of pretty legit golf technical talk that only Kiz could bring. Some pretty good stories from him as well. And then we've just got a mishmash at the end of it where we've got Jersey Jerry, we got Lurch is back, and it's all brought to you by the Chevy Equinox.
Chevy Equinox. Chevrolet, always good to us on the road. Got in our nice big Chevy Tahoes, like you said, and drove down from Tulsa down to Monkey Island, Oklahoma, here to Shangri-La Golf Resort. Smooth, easy ride. Jersey Jerry didn't know how the Tahoe was going to be. He's like, "Oh, Chevy Tahoe, Frank?" And we walked in, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, look at this dashboard." We were hooting and hollering about how nice and spacious and how technological that car was.
Yep.
Incredible. So, I mean, Chevy is always at the leading front of the technology. That Chevy Equinox, that 17-inch display, all that stuff is unbelievable.
Yeah, with active trim, the Equinox is at home. It's polished for the course, prepared for the getaway, so it's at home on dirt or gravel. Bold, athletic, confident style of the Equinox, so it looks great. It does look really great when they pull up. Fantastic show today. You guys are really going to enjoy it, I think. And it is all made possible and brought to you by Chevy Equinox, which is your do-it-all, go-anywhere SUV. Fore Play, presented by Barstool Sports. We are back, second show of the week. It's been a hell of a week, all kinds of traveling. We were in PGA Frisco, Texas. That place grows on me every time we're there.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely awesome. All the facilities are awesome. The golf course, we kind of mentioned it last time. It doesn't necessarily every hole stick out, whatever. The more I sort of cruised around there a bunch Monday, Tuesday, I liked it more and more, the golf course. So that's hosting the men's major next year. It hosted the women last year for the women's PGA, and it's to be hosting majors there it's kind of the rota because PGA of America owns it. Kiz has done a bunch of stuff with Omni before, so you've been there before, right, Kiz?
Yeah, I played one par 3 on I don't know what course, but I can't remember what they wanted me to do, make a birdie or try to make a hole-in-one. It was like 240 over a canyon, wind blowing 20, and I just told them we'd be there all day. There's just no chance.
But they do a great job, dude. All the facilities, the huge TV that they've got, like the Jumbotron kind of out on the putting green, and everybody just has a good time. Texans, I really like Texans, just in general.
Yeah, they're a good group of people. Nice, friendly, they're hardworking. I like meeting Texans for sure.
I agree. So it was a great time. Once again, Yip Strickler predicted the winners. I think like both days, basically.
Incredible.
So we might.
Damn, he's on a heater.
We might have to start doing something actually with this information beforehand. And like docking people's strokes or something if he just keeps predicting the winner and they win. We're monitoring that. We had a slight I'll be curious what you think about this,
Me
Kiz,
too.
because we didn't air any of this because we ended up having to make what I think was a pretty obvious ruling of like no infraction, but there was a team that qualified, and the caddies during the after party on Monday night kind of pulled me aside, 2 caddies, and they weren't in the group, but they were like, "Hey, our good buddy who's a caddy flagged us," and he was pretty adamant after the round that the 2 guys that qualified in his group, because there were 2 caddies per group, that they, on multiple occasions, when they would mark their golf ball on the green, they would then roll the golf ball to the caddy over the line that they had to putt to get a read on the putt, and that their playing partners sort of said something to them once, and the guy apologized, and then the caddy said that he didn't see it the first time, but the second time he did see it, and he felt like he had to say something to the group and then ultimately to me. So I called the guy on the phone, the caddy, and I was like, let's get the full story. And I was like, describe the roll, because the roll is everything. If you're accidentally, like your caddy just happens to be a little adjacent to the hole and you kind of fire one over there and it bounces a couple times and rolls a little. That's not the same as like if you're like,
Right.
but curling and you're like very slowly rolling it over the line. He was like, it was a pretty like clear, I'm trying to get a read roll, Riggs. And I was like, okay. And so then we got one of the guy's numbers, called him and got his explanation. And he was like, look, I know on one instance, my playing partner, who made double on the hole, we didn't use his score anyways, went to roll his ball back to the caddy and accidentally rolled it near his line and immediately was like, oh, shit, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. And I was like, okay, if that's the case. And I said, look, at the end of the day, I'm asking you guys directly. Did either one of you at any moment purposely roll a golf ball to a caddy to gain more information, because that's the rule, on a read? And he was like, no. And then I was like, well, then there's nothing we can do about it.
Wow. Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
What do you think, kids?
I think it, yeah, you handle it the right way, but why are we having so many cheating controversies in a fun tournament? Like, we're not even playing for money, are we?
Well, here's the thing. Like, obviously, if you win the entire thing, which is hard to do, only one team out of like 1,500 teams wins the entire thing, you get 20 grand. But if you finish in the top 5 teams and you go to the championship, you are basically winning a decent amount of money, because you get 2 free rounds of golf at Greyhawk, you get food and beverage for 2 days, plus like a couple parties each night.
Yeah.
So it's like a pretty subsidized vacation is kind of what you earn if you finish in the top 5 and you stay in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, I just, I don't have a whole lot of place for anybody doing anything sketchy, but if the guys say they didn't try to do anything and the guy, it's always the partner. Why do y'all always, like, Frankie called the guy and he said, no, it was my partner. You called the guy and he said it was his partner. Nobody ever wants to admit. Kind of like I text y'all, nobody wants to defend themselves anymore. It's interesting. I don't think you can do anything. It'd just be like the tour calling me and saying, hey, did you knowingly move your ball or did you tap it? And if you say no, that's not your intent. It'd be just the same as Akshay Bhatia saying his intent's not to, anchor the putter, or Adam Scott not to anchor the putter. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it was crazy, because it's just like you said. It's like, how are we 2 events in and we've gotten 2 big controversies? I just don't understand how that's possible. I don't get in this environment, too. We're 8 years into this tournament. We've made it very clear that, like, we'll make it public if you do anything wrong. That's just what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And people still seem to be and again, in this instance, it would have to be pretty obvious, like, for the fucking caddy to say something, because you also just throw your ball to the caddy all day. You don't roll it that often unless he's really far away and you don't want to, like, hit somebody else, so you roll it. But, like, even then, yeah, I don't know.
I also think people's antennas are probably up after the first one, where they've got their eyes open.
That's true.
That we talked about on the pod. It went pretty viral on Instagram. Like, I think people have got their ears open and their antennas up, which is a good thing. But you might every once in a while get something that looks a little sketchy. Somebody brings it to you, and we turn a mountain out of a molehill sometimes. But I do. I mean, when I talked to these guys too, and they did seem very genuinely like they were telling the truth in terms of what they thought they saw. And then the guy who was like, "No, I don't think we did it," I also believed him as well. So
right,
it's
I'm
a tough
believing
spot.
everybody, and people
I
are
know.
disagreeing with each other. So
I know.
It's like, well, I don't know what the fuck to do.
It's tough.
But ultimately, we went no penalty, and we rolled on day 2. From what I know, no issues other than this was the actual team that Yip Strickler really had his eye on going into it.
Yeah.
And they finished in first place.
Correct.
First place for the event. Yip sent a text to the group as soon as the play ended, and he just said, please send my best to so-and-so and so-and-so who won the event. So we're monitoring the handicap situation. They could just be the best net golfers in the country. I don't know.
Could be.
I mean, he's like 2 for 4 at this point.
Out of fucking, there's 50 teams at each
not
one.
easy to go 50% on picking the winners.
No.
There's 100 players at each stop, and he's getting the right 2 that win every time. All right, so we're monitoring that, but a great couple stops. I think next time are we in San Francisco?
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell we're at now.
Yeah, that's the
And
next
then
one.
straight
PGA
to
Harding
Ireland.
Park. I bet the only time I was there was the PGA Championship during COVID. That, Kiz, you were playing in that one.
Yeah, Harding. Is it TPC Harding Park?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a wild one, wasn't it? Nobody out there. San Francisco was a ghost town during that. A hotel felt like an insane asylum, man. You couldn't even, you walked out your door and it was like, am I allowed to step?
Dude, that was the weirdest one because that was the first major, I think, since the shutdown. Like, you guys had done a few events, but then all of a sudden it was like a major championship, but it really was like nobody was out there, and California was treating it.
Yeah, they were crazy people out there. Everybody was so nervous to fail that test. It was the most nervous line of people in a random parking lot waiting to get COVID tested, thinking they were going to, it felt like you were going to go to jail if you got that Q-tip up your nose and it came back positive. and then you were going to be stuck in California for another, whatever they made you do out there, 2 weeks. Just in an insane asylum of a hotel with no service for 2 weeks. I was just
worst feeling ever.
God, I didn't have COVID.
Dude.
I remember I've said this a bunch of times, but when we went to go interview the president, when we went to go interview Trump with Dave, and it was at the height of COVID, right before the election, I remember thinking that I may have had something because it got in my head. I'm like, oh boy, like they're not going to let us in, and I'm going to be the reason we can't get into the White House. Like, we're outside the Oval Office, they're swabbing us. And I was driving down there. I thought maybe they were going to do a temperature check. And I had ice bags on my neck and my forehead driving down thinking that was going to make a difference. And then they swabbed me. And I remember just having that hot feeling that goes right down your spine, down to your toes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be the reason. Because at that point, like you said, if you got a positive back, not only were you screwed, but like you would have brought down the tournament. Everyone was screwed. Everyone.
Yeah, because
your
it was
caddies, the people they went to dinner with, like everyone, they traced it back like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like, who have you talked to in the last 60 days?
I remember Dave texting me being like, you better not like be sick. You know what I mean? Like we all were saying that to each other. You know, Erica was there, everyone was there. That was like a stress. I remember that being, and yeah, we got through no problem. I think they swabbed us and we just kept walking. They never gave us the test. They never even gave us the results.
You just rolled right through.
The funniest one I've seen is during COVID, I took a buddy of mine to play Augusta National, and they were doing testing upon arrival. So you pulled down Magnolia Lane. Instead of going to the clubhouse, you had to go down into a cottage, and they had a full-blown setup, like a lab in there, all these white coats, and you checked in, and then you got swabbed, and you sat in this little waiting room together until the results.
Oh, my God.
And he went before me, and he sat down, and then I went and sat in the chair across from him, and he was white as a sheet, dude. And I was like, are you okay? And he said, this is my lifelong dream. If this person comes back and tells me I've gotten this far and I can't play, you might as well just hang me right here.
And he was good.
Oh, he's good. But for 15 minutes, it was a very, very sketchy situation.
Yeah, I was in that same spot.
Those might be the two scenarios of all scenarios of COVID, where it's interviewing the president and trying to play Augusta National.
Because we waited around a bunch, and that wait, I was kind of pacing around this room, and a bunch of people came in. And then one guy came in. I think it was like Giuliani's son. He was on.
Oh yeah, he was.
And he came in. He's like, let's just walk around. He's like, I'm sure you guys are fine. Let's go. I'm like, wow. At that point, you thought that like if you had COVID, it was going to take down the country. You know what I mean? Like
he was treating it like we treat it now.
Yeah, he was just like, we're fine.
Come on in with me.
You guys want to see the bowling alley? Sick bowling alley though.
Dude, my scariest one, it was Bermuda. When I went to cover like the Bermuda tournament, whatever, we were doing something with Gosling's rum. And
yeah, I remember that.
Going to the tournament, and like there was a PGA Tour event, and you got off the plane, and then there was like a 2-hour line in the whole deal, and to get tested for COVID. And Bermuda is, a foreign fucking country, so it's like if you test negative, they don't just turn you around and put you on a flight. They take you to like an isolated hotel, and you have to stay there for like 2 or 3 weeks in a foreign country until you're cleared. And I was like, well, if I fail this COVID test, I think I just die here. Like,
dude,
I don't go anywhere.
I had that scenario. I went to Vienna, Austria to be the luggage guy for The Bachelor. And it was during the time when they were still testing. And every single day you go down, they swab your nose, and then you got to wait. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if I test positive, I'm going to have to stay in Vienna, Austria for a month.
What a wild time.
And it was really an interesting time.
Dude, another one I remember was at, I think it was at Olympic Club. There was like an event at Olympic Club. Maybe it might have been the Women's U.S. Open or something within a year or so of COVID. And it was like right around within a month or so of when getting vaxxed started.
Yeah.
And I remember being Like I was a little bit wishy-washy at first, like most people. Like, should I do this?
Yeah.
You know, I got my dad in one ear being like, "You're fucking crazy. Don't do
Sure.
that." I got watching TV on the other ear, and everyone's like, "If you don't do it, you get shamed." And I remember rolling into, I'm pretty sure it was at Olympic Club, wherever that was, and it was full of all these like self-righteous golf journos
Yeah.
to the point where they were like going around like asking people,
Oh yeah.
like if you were vaxxed, basically.
Got it.
And I remember just being there, sort of like, depending on who I was talking to, having to like lie and be like,
Jesus.
I don't like. It was insane.
It's
And you were
insane
just, it
time.
was this room of people that were like basically there. It was such a hot button topic
Oh,
at
yeah.
the time, and that was when people were just aggressively shaming anyone that hadn't been vaxxed. And I was there, like, I just kind of reasonably thinking about it. I don't
Yeah.
know. What are you guys doing? And yeah, it was crazy time.
Speaking of Trump, we got to talk about the statue.
The Gold Man.
Gold Man
we got a-
statue.
We got a new Gold Man on tour.
They can never really nail statues. What's with the statues not being nailed? Like, no one knows really how to do them.
I gotta say, I think they were better at it like 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Like the most recent horrible one was Dwayne Wade.
No, Ichiro, his bat broke.
Ichiro is bad. They just don't
I
know.
think is the most famous horrible one Ronaldo?
yeah.
Ronaldo, yep.
Yes, Ronaldo. Yes.
Is Cristiano Ronaldo? This was like he's
to-
like the hottest guy in the world.
I
and
went
this
to
looks like
Italy and
he's got
watched
a
Michael
deformed face.
and looked at Michelangelo's stone and marbling. The way that he would actually do like the veins in the arms, and it was just unbelievable. And I know I'm comparing the best to like the not the best, but how are we not even close to that anyway? Like the Trump one looks ridiculous. It looks plastic.
I can't. The fact that they have a PGA Tour event back at Trump Doral for the first time since 2015 or whatever it is, and that just the week that the tournament begins, there's all of a sudden a new golden statue of Donald Trump up there. It made me laugh out loud when I saw it. I actually showed it to Trent. I was like, "Is this real or is this AI?" I wasn't.
we had to
100%
double
sure.
check to make sure.
And
it
then I
was.
got a couple other pictures from people on site. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. He just turned himself. I mean, he loves gold. There's no
Does
doubt
love
about
gold.
it. Absolutely loves gold. So he decided to make a golden statue. That has to come from him, right? There's no
I would think
You
so.
gotta think, yeah.
people like. There's not a general manager on property. It's like we're gonna come up with it. We're just gonna whip out a golden statue.
No,
of
I
the
mean it
president.
is
Like,
his course, so you gotta think that he's doing it. But statues are, people are always getting statues. It's a weird thing. It really is strange. Statues used to be.
Isn't
huge.
it isn't that the like thing he did after he got shot?
Yeah,
Isn't that the statue?
yeah. It's
What an interesting pick.
it's an interesting thing.
Just got shot in the ear, almost died, but I'm gonna put a statue up of that moment.
I mean, yeah, that moment, that pick. I remember when that pick came
I
out.
probably
just
won
being
in the
like,
election. to
This
be
thing's
honest.
over as soon as
Yeah,
that pick
probably.
came out.
Yeah, and you are right about statues. I mean, they just
Well,
how are they getting worse?
I think we make a big deal about statues now because they're not as prevalent. But like, if you go tour an art museum in Italy or something, or in Europe, everyone had a statue. I guess that's because there was no phones.
I was
and
gonna say, if now I'm just like Frankie. take a
right. That's
picture
who
of you.
he is.
That's Frankie.
It's amazing how many statues were around.
It used to have to be like, all right, Leonardo da Vinci. Like you're
Right.
gonna need 15 years and a
Correct.
giant block of marble,
Yeah,
and like, would they have like a little?
dude. I don't know how the fuck they
He would
did
just
it.
chip away
Chisel?
at it for 15 years. But that looks like Frankie. Now
It's incredible what they were able to pull off, man. Incredible. Like there, in is it David?
Yeah.
Yeah, David with the little pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Like there's so
I think
much.
so, right? They
yeah.
were like, wasn't that better than to have a little dick? I think that was like more distinguished. Because if you look at like every statue,
don't know
they
the
have like a
answer.
tiny dick.
Yeah, I did learn about that.
There's
There was
something-
some
there's something
reason
to
why they did that. It was
There's
like,
no way none of the people they did statues about had a big dick.
Yeah, it was almost.
Possible.
Can someone look that up? It was almost like.
Somebody
you
put this in your
showed-
Google history.
It was almost like you showed
Yeah,
more
somebody else.
humility because like you didn't care about like your cock size.
That might be it.
I also wasn't it back then that if you were a larger weight, you were like affluent. That was a good thing.
That was
Yeah,
well,
like,
that's
I mean,
what-
I'm-
women. I think women
Feels like
were-
I'm kind of crushing the old ages.
you were a king.
Feels like I'm
Small
kind of on
dick and
fire.
You're two for
Type-
two.
Kevin, why did he have a small penis?
Small genitals were associated with intellectualism, self-control, and noble character.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
large were seen as foolish, barbaric, and overly lustful.
Somebody get me a time machine.
This guy could have ruled the world.
We got a real Julius Caesar over here. Oh.
Ooh, sorry, that really got me.
That's good stuff. All right. Yeah, the Trump statue is gold man. It's the new gold man. Aura Frames is a solid upgrade from the usual Mother's Day flowers. Look, people have kind of been stale for a long time when it comes to Mother's Day gifts, myself included. We had Kiz on the last show when we were talking about Aura Frames, talking about how he has to drag his kids away from the Aura Frame when he has to take them to school because they love flipping through all the stuff, all the memories, all the pictures, all the videos. Aura Frames, the go-to gift for Mother's Day this year.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just thinking through. I'm going to be getting my wife one, and she's probably not going to listen to the show, so I'm going to get her one because it's Mother's Day. She's a mother now, and we have so many photos of Frankie and like Frankie with our parents, and it's just going to be so nice. I can already picture her loving it, and because we've gotten an Aura Frame for her parents, my sister, so we need one in the house. It's time. It's actually weird because you always think of it as going to like older people, but like now I need one. So like I'm getting older. Yeah, it's nice to see those photos, man. Like I always go back in my photo album and I just look at photos from the last year. He's about to be a year old, and to be able to have that in your living room or in your kitchen, wherever you want to put that, this is such a great technological and beautiful and sincere gift. Make sure you get it before it's too late because it's coming up, and it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, if you go to your parents' house or anybody's house, there's picture frames all over the place. This is a perfect mix of old school with new school, where you can just see all these different pictures, upload them. You can text the pictures. Everybody can upload pictures. Mm-hmm. It's a family affair.
You can add as many photos and videos as you want. You keep adding them from anywhere at any time. You can add a message before it arrives. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag, named #1 by Wirecutter. You can save on the gifts moms everywhere love by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $25 off the best-selling Carver Mat frame with code FOREPLAY. That's one word, FOREPLAY, FOREPLAY. That is AURA frames.com. Promo code is FOREPLAY for $25 off. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. You are a grown man making better decisions about what you put in your body. We talk a lot about that. Are you paying attention to what goes on your body? We're talking Everyman Jack here, and here's why. A lot of people think they got to make the decision between should I use, whether it's deodorant, antiperspirant, whatever you want to call it, whether it's body wash that is going to either work or that's going to like be good for my skin, all that. Guess what? Everyman Jack has the greatest combination of both.
I showered this morning, used it. Get a little bit of that. Get a little bit of that. Come on now. Get a little bit of that. How nice is that?
Very nice.
It's great. I bring it on the road with me. I say that every time, but I bring it with me.
Coconut-based body wash I'm smelling?
That's exactly what it is. It's great. I've really fully switched over, and I feel better about it. Every time I shower, I think about how I'm doing better for myself, and that mental part of it is on top of everything else. So, yeah, we love Everyman Jack. They're a great product.
Products that work and products that are better for your skin. That's what we're talking about. Everyman Jack's clean, naturally derived formulas have none of the garbage the other guys use, none of the parabens, dyes, no shortcuts, and they're incredibly effective. Their new 48-hour antiperspirant has unbelievable glide and staying power. Everyman Jack, clean, effective, made for men. What more could you want? Start your new routine and find Everyman Jack at Walmart, Target, Amazon, Kroger, or wherever men's personal care products are sold. McLaren Golf, okay? We got something cooking here with McLaren Golf.
We're wearing McLaren Golf colors right now.
Yeah, I'm trendy.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah.
For sure.
That orange.
For sure. I kind of like that McLaren orange. It's kind of sharp.
Kind of sick.
It's kind of sick on the clubs. Justin Rose. So Justin Rose was announced as the first McLaren Golf ambassador. Nobody really knows what the fuck this is. It looks like they've got clubs. They've got the whole deal. You know, I was seeing some like Reddit threads where they're arguing about, and this was a synopsis from AI. They're arguing on one end, this is like a joke, clearly. And on the other end, they're like, no, all the high performance engineers that McLaren's been using forever for aerodynamics, they're going to focus on the high end, high income golfer and like nail clubs on that end. So we'll see. They do look kind of sick with the orange, but they signed Justin Rose. Now, Crazy move by Justin Rose, in my personal opinion. They were saying, getting like some ownership of the whole thing, so good for him. Justin Rose playing like the best golf he's ever played in his life.
Yeah.
He's currently number 5 in the world. He's won twice since August. He finished top 3 in the last 2 Masters tournaments, and he has a history of doing this. Justin Rose signed a high-profile multi-year deal with Honma Golf, which is the Japanese club maker. I looked, that was in January of 2019. It was supposed to be a long-term deal, whatever. By May of 2020, they split, and it says it was clearly like a disappointing result. Credit, Justin Rose did actually finish like 2 weeks after he started using the Hummer or announced it. He won at Torrey Pines, but then the next year was like a significant drop-off. I think he went from around 5th or 6th in the world to 15th or 20th, and then dropped Hummer, so he's done it before. Obviously you've played different equipment. I know you switched at one point from Callaway over to Wilson. Now you're more Callaway. We're, of course, TaylorMade guys here. But just talking equipment, like, are you surprised to see somebody like Justin Rose pull a move like this?
Not really, because he didn't have a club deal already. He was playing what he wanted to currently. And in my opinion, it all comes down to the driver. The irons, they can make any shape, size, feel you want, especially when you have the money backing that McLaren has. And I read where Justin Rose has been working with them for over 18 months to get it the way he wants it. So they're basically taking the iron that he currently plays and likes and just mimicking it until they get it exactly how he wants. And I'm sure they didn't announce the deal until then. And I think the difference is in that Humma deal, he had to hit the driver. The driver is the biggest thing you have to be able to find that you like, and you can hit the ball, the shot shape you want to hit. The irons, you can hand me a Wilson iron, a TaylorMade iron, a Callaway iron, and it's going to pretty much do the same thing. And they have so many options, and you can grind irons and take, bounce off, add leading edge. You can make the shape you want post-production. With a driver, you can't do that. You basically can change the loft lie, you can change the weights around, but whatever shape and head they make, you're pretty much stuck with. So I don't think it's a huge deal. He's probably still playing the same driver he's been playing and woods he's been playing forever. And he's just going to play an 8-iron set that he's helped produce over a long period of time till he got to a point that he felt comfortable enough to announce the deal.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, because I saw a lot of the backlash was this guy's playing the best golf of his life. He's 45 years old, peaking in his game right now, essentially. He's in every single tournament that you watch. He's great in the Ryder Cup. He's almost winning the Masters every year. And now he's changing his irons, but the guy's been working on these things for 2 years. I don't think Justin Rose, with everything that I just said, how well he's playing, how intellectual he is in the game of golf. You can see that in the Ryder Cups. You see that in his interviews. He's so profound in this game, and he wouldn't make a decision like this based off of, just a money grab. He still wants to play good golf. I think I would, when I saw that he'd been working on it for so long and they waited to roll it out, I just felt like, yeah, this is an obvious, like, he knows exactly how these irons are going to play. It's not like a Max Homa situation where he switched immediately to a brand and then all of a sudden his game dropped off and everyone started blaming the clubs. It's like, I don't know if that was that wasn't as deep of a decision as what Justin Rose did here.
I guess I would say, like, you know more about it, obviously, than we do, kids, but I would guess in the Max Homa situation, too, he didn't sit there and design the clubs or work with them for 18 months, but I don't think he signs a piece of paper and then hits them for the first time either, right? Like, there's a lot of testing for months, probably, kids, before you decide to, like, switch to something.
For sure. They're sending you clubs months before you sign. Normally everyone re-signs calendar year, so in the fall they're sending, if your deal's up with your current manufacturer and you're looking around and people are sending you offers and your agent's talking to the other companies, they're sending you clubs in October, November for you to try. Most of the time, like I said, anytime I see a person go from one manufacturer to another and struggle, it's basically always behind the driver.
Yeah,
when you're playing great, you're driving the shit out of it, right? You know exactly what your ball's doing exactly every time you hit it. And when you're at the top of your game, you think, well, hey, you hand me any club, I can hit it. I'm playing so well. And then you switch manufacturers for more money or whatever happens, and they struggle with the driver every time a person changes and struggles.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because I do think about when we talk to Adrian about like Scotty, and he goes into like months of working with Scotty on his driver, and he never really talks about the irons. He never really talks,
No.
Sure, there's a lot of hype about the Spider putter, which is amazing. It's got a great track record, and there's putter's a big field thing. But to Kiz's point, who just disappeared, but the driver does seem to be at the highest level the biggest deal. And I know that with like a lot of PXG guys. Like PXG is pretty big in the Scottsdale area. You got a ton of guys. Jake Knapp's using it. Our boy Joel Damon's used PXG forever. Your guy, Zach Johnson, famously had big PXG on his head.
Yeah.
And I know the big MO from those guys. Like I would watch Joel Damon hit driver after driver after driver made by PXG on the range, trying to find one that he liked, but his irons were always good. So I feel like PXG was like that and has always kind of been like that with the guys I know, at least, where they're like, they have no issues with the irons, but they just can't, they could never, none of them, but a lot of them couldn't find the right driver.
Yeah, you just have so much more wiggle room with an iron because it's metal and they can shape it however they want, and they can get almost identical iron to whatever in the world you want to play. Each manufacturer can produce. But when they go make mass drivers, they're all doing it overseas for, cost and production cost. They designed it in-house, but somewhere in Taiwan or China or whatever is building that head. And when it arrives, you just don't have a lot of wiggle room. They just built it to the specs that your crazy scientist guy, built the specs for. And now there's just not a lot. There's different shapes, but there's not a lot of wiggle room once it comes and arrives from production. And you're just sticking shafts in there that you normally played and hoping that it has the similar playability that the current one you're playing does.
I'd say irons help the amateur golfer like us way more because, like, you look at a tour pro and their wear mark on their face
just
is
a dime.
And for us, like a P790 or P770 or the QI irons, right? Like those have so much forgiveness in them that, like, I hit so many balls off the toe of my P790s and they still go far and further. So that's where, like, going to a PGA Superstore and trying out a bunch of irons, that's such a more amateur thing to do because we need as much forgiveness and the feel way more than a pro. I mean, you can give literally Scotty Scheffler took your QI irons, right?
Yeah, I believe they were.
Yeah.
Or they might have been the P790s that year.
Was it?
Yeah.
And he just hit it to 4 feet.
He was all over
one
the stick.
swing. It was insane. It's like, all right, usually I hit a 7 iron, I'll hit a 9 iron with this one, and we'll just hit it 172 yards right on the stick.
Right on
Just
it.
right on the perfect.
Yeah, but if he would have grabbed Trent's driver, it would not have come off the same way.
That would have been interesting. Now knowing all of this,
Right.
that would have been
Our next media day, we should do that.
make him hit my driver.
Well, I can show you in next week when we play. Like, if I grab you or Riggs' driver, it's going to have a completely different ball flight than mine unless we're the luckiest person in the world.
We're not. Trust
And
me.
that's because
We
of
don't
the
drive
shape.
balls
I mean, it's got to be everything, right? The shaft as well.
Oh,
no?
yeah, the weighting, the perimeter weighting, where, like, I have more weight forward. I want to hit a draw with less spin, and the shaft's going to be different. I'm sure you play whippier shafts than I do, so the tendency is for it to lag behind you and not stay with you, leave the face open more. It's just harder to draw. It's just a whole multitude of things. The head weight's probably completely different. Loft's different. If you start changing the loft, the lie changes. There's so many factors to the driver.
That's so interesting, too, because you would think, just like you're saying about the irons, you would think that every manufacturer's driver is pretty similar at this point, that everybody's sort of like come to the same conclusion on like aerodynamics and maximizing speed and whatnot. But it is like, when we have them take apart the TaylorMade driver every year, which they do in front of us, it's really cool. It is incredible how they're able to show you the differences from year to year. So then if you multiply that by 10 different club manufacturers who make drivers, I guess you do learn that there's only so much they could do because the drivers especially are regulated, right? I'm sure they're regulated way more than the irons, to the point where there's only X amount of CCs and you can either decide to put it in the toe, put it up near the head, put it in the back of the club, like whatever. And yeah, I guess that's just probably not something that the average person realizes, that from driver to driver, it truly could be that different. Yet iron to iron, a lot of manufacturers can make them very similarly.
Yeah.
And then, all the scientists are trying their best to improve every year, and they put all their eggs in this basket, and they say, all right, this is it for 2026. This is our design. We're going with it. And then they get it back, and the tour players don't love it. It just makes for a long year of trying to fit guys into driver heads that they don't love. You see guys talk about it all the time, how they're still playing previous models. I remember Scotty he played the new model this year, and he wasn't driving it great around the players' time, and everyone was talking about it. And he said he had more speed, but he couldn't shape it the same way. It's just such a difficult club to fit and consistently get better at every year, but keep the best players, because, Scotty likes to hit a fade, and he likes to be able to spin it a lot when he doesn't like certain shots. But then, Xander Schauffele may like to draw it and hit totally different, but they only have one head or two heads that they get to choose from. If they don't perform the same way that they're accustomed to, it's just hard for them to switch to. I kind of think of it like food with everyone in America. Just because I like pizza doesn't mean you like pizza, and just because I like this driver doesn't mean you're gonna like it. And it's a hard thing for manufacturers to put so much time and R&D into to produce one head that fits, or multiple heads, but there's only basically 4 or 5 heads out there in each manufacturer. And then you have all these different swing types. You got guys that fade it, guys that hit down on it, guys that hit up on it, guys that like to hit certain shots when they don't feel well, and they want that driver to do that every time. And it's just a highly difficult thing to fit guys to.
Yeah. Wow. That is so interesting.
Yeah.
It's a crazy part of the game that you don't realize. And I know people have always heard drive for show, putt for dough, but like we've really seen in a lot of the data over the last 5-10 years that's come out over golf. I know Brandel is one of his big takes that like by far the most important part of the game is driving the golf ball. You agree with that, Kiz?
Yeah, so it's become that way. We always used to talk about short game, but if you never get there, you never get to use your short game. You get the most strokes gained by driving distance combined with accuracy, so strokes gained driving. And then, I do the stats every week when I'm doing TV. The guys that are in the top 10 are always putting well too. So putting's a huge dynamic, and most everyone, putts averages less than 30 putts that's in the lead. But
Insane.
you can the driver is a real weapon that is, I tell every kid that asks me, I'm just telling them to hit as hard as they can, and we'll figure out how to hit it straight later. The technology's so good in drivers now that hitting it straight's not the issue. It's just, you can't really produce speed later in life. So you got to train that speed early on. And it's going to be such a weapon in the future of how far you can hit it. And that's all these kids care about, is how far they hit it. Every kid I play with is like, oh, I drove that one 4 yards by you, kids. And then they make a 5 and I'll make a 4. But I get it, because that's all we talk about on TV. That's all the pros talk about. That's all, ball speed's first thing that pops up every time on TV as soon as they hit a driver. And that's why all the guys on the range are working on, is seeing, they can gain 4 miles an hour, which equates between 10 and 12 yards in the air. They're switching to that driver, even if it's going in the rough more, because the closer you are to the hole, the better chance you have to shoot a lower score.
Yeah.
Why was that never thought about years ago? Is that just because the technology didn't let people hit it further? Like, why was it always drive for show, putt for dough, have the best short game?
Because I don't think we had the technology to measure it. We didn't have TrackMan until 2010 that we really knew what it meant. We didn't have quads laying around everywhere. We didn't have all these measuring devices. You just walked out there and said, Frankie hit it 8 yards by me on this hole. You never thought about it again. You never thought about ball speed. I never was told one time growing up, hey, show me how far you can hit this one, kids. It was always, see how solid you can hit it, how straight you can hit it, be in balance, swing smooth. And now we got guys falling down every time they hit a driver, and it still goes straight. So I think the technology's improved in the driver, where the accuracy is so much better if you mishit it. And that way the guys feel comfortable swinging out of their shoes, because it's just not going to be a foul ball.
The Fitz swing from when he first started on the tour to now, that's been going viral. They're showing like his first tournament out there and how smooth it was. Outrageous difference. Outrageous. Totally different human being.
Now he's won 3 times this year.
Yep.
He won a major. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
But yeah, kids, that's a great point, right? Because I remember being a 10, 12-year-old kid getting into golf with my dad, and like we'd go to the range and hit balls, and whenever we would talk about the game, he would even be like, if you need to, like, hit a long iron out there in the fairway, you know, like think your way around the course, keep it short of these bunkers, and and that was the way that we watched golf too. Like a lot of the guys that were studs at the time, don't get me wrong, there were big hitters, but a lot of these guys were like steady, beautiful, smooth motions. They were never out of balance. They were never out of play. They were always like in the fairway, hitting it in the fat part of the green, and you just were like, yeah, that's how you play good golf. All these other fucking jack-offs are like weekend hacks slapping as hard as they could at it. And I have to think that equipment was part of that, because people have been, you know, we talk about this hockey a lot. When you watch old-time hockey from like the 1970s and 80s, it's like part of you thinks that like there were 5 players that were really good and the other guys were just ripping darts and booze and it didn't care. But you're like, no, those other guys were also spending their whole life trying to get as good at hockey as they could.
Right.
I think about that with golf, where like for the last 100-something years, like there's books written in the late 1800s with like old Tom Moore's like grinding over the technology of the golf ball and how to get better. Like surely they had to think at some point over time that like hitting it farther makes every golf course way easier. And it has to be technology related, like you're saying, where there was like a tipping point of, sure, swing this hard, but the technology's bad that like you're going to hit it not just in the left rough or right rough, you're actually going to lose distance and hit it way offline. Like that's how it used to be for me. I remember with old school clubs, it was like, okay, I could feel like I swung as hard as I tried to, but I would hit it shorter because I'd hit it so shitty.
Right.
And like now it has to be technology related to some degree. Like, because they weren't just like brain dead for 120 years playing golf. Like they knew hitting it farther was better.
Yeah. And I think the golf ball's improved and the mishits have drastically improved. You used to play a balata ball with a, you know, even back in the persimmon woods, if you hit it in the toe, it was like a wounded quail flying through the air. That thing was looking for the ground so fast. And if you hit it in the heel, it'd have 7,000 RPMs of spin. And I can walk out back door and hit it in the toe and it still flies pretty good, maybe draws too much with not enough spin, and if I heel it a little bit and spins up to 3,000 and still goes in the right center of the fairway, where in the past, you know, 20 years ago that ball would be flying 212 and nose diving into a rodent hole in the left woods.
I'm reading the Rory McIlroy book. It's
I read
called
that.
Rory.
Yeah,
I've got a couple things to ask about it. But first, I'll just say, like, and I don't think he changed the game. He definitely helped change the game. I think Tiger Woods probably brought it to the national, talking point of hitting the ball further than everyone else. But Rory in Northern Ireland, as a 13, 14-year-old that needed to learn how to hit the ball further than everyone else, because he was a shorter kid, smaller kid, wasn't advancing as the other kids around him as much, needed to learn this like elastic kind of outrageous swing and hitting up on the ball as much as he could and hitting the ball 30, 40 yards past 18-year-olds, 50-year-olds that he's playing in his, like a member guest over at Hollywood Golf Club in Ireland, in Northern Ireland. So that was a really interesting thing to read about how he had to learn how to hit that way. And then that changed like everyone in his field trying to hit the ball further. And then that's just a compounding, it never stops. Now the ball's rolling, and everyone that grows up in Northern Ireland that plays against people like Rory McIlroy want to hit as far as possible, because you got this kid out here shooting 62s and winning adult tournaments doing it. Now, why would you ever raise your kid to not try and do that if you're going to play golf? So I guess that's just how the game changes and how the world changes. One or two people figure it out, and then it catches people's eyes, and then you just keep going.
It's interesting too how you almost have to be able to, like, somebody like Rory has to come along, and you have to be able to study them to then train at a young age to swing like him. And I heard like Brooks Koepka was on with the Buster Jack guys. He was in the cart with my guy Cole Lance, and they had a great clip where they were kind of talking about swing speed. And Cole has a great swing, but like, he compared to others, there's some guys that send it. He's never hit it crazy far. He's got that smooth Fred Couples like action.
Oh yeah.
And he's talking about it with Brooks. They kind of go back and forth. And then Brooks at some point he's just like, yeah, like you just probably just don't have it. And he's like, and he doesn't use this example, but I was watching Connor McDavid last night. It's like all those other guys in the NHL train. They do off-speed training. They're trying to get as fast as possible. They have YouTube videos. And Connor McDavid's just faster than they are.
Yeah.
And
that's how it goes.
And he's like, at some point, guys just have swing speed, and it's just they're natural. And Brooks was saying, he's like, don't get me wrong, guys can pick up 2 mile an hour, 4 mile an hour ball speed, club head speed, but he's like, some people just have it. Some guys can just jump higher than other people. Like, that's just what it is.
Well, it's Steph Curry in basketball. Some people can just shoot the basket. Like, you can train as much as you want, and you'll probably get better at shooting
Train
the
your
three-pointer.
hand-eye and your touch.
Quick release, the whole thing. But Steph Curry's he's got that talent that's going to make him rise above everybody else.
Yeah.
My question about the Rory book, and I've never read a Alan Shipnuck book before. I know he's got the Live book. I know he's got the Phil book. He's done really well, and he's a respected author. And he's kind of keeping that type of media alive, right? Like that type of written story, and it's going to live on forever. I've been reading the David McCullough books, and they're just like recounts of what has happened in history. And I don't think there's any bias to like his thought process as to how, George Washington kind of came to his rise and how we won America over from the British. I think that's just like what happened, right? And I really enjoy those types of books.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of my first time in a long time reading something where in the foreword where he just kind of explains how he got here before the first chapter. And he says, basically, I got shoved into a locker by Rory McIlroy in the parking lot, and like he told me to go fuck myself, essentially. And then you start page 1, and he tells this story about Rory McIlroy. It's really hard to read that book knowing that the guy wrote it has been like getting dog walked by Rory McIlroy this entire time. So like, are those typical Alan Shipnuck books where like you can feel how much he probably dislikes the guy as he tells this guy's life story?
The Phil book, we kind of talked about it pretty extensively because I thought with the Phil book, he did a great job of, he had a lot of people coming out, and it was when Phil was unpopular.
Yeah.
It was when the book came out.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the takeaway was like, yeah, there's a ton of stories in there that are negative about Phil, but a big takeaway too was like a ton of stories about like, holy shit, I respected Phil way more than I thought I would. And Alan included all of that. But I'll say this about Shipnuck, like he is incredibly controversial out there among players, among journalists, among everyone. I do a golf trip every year that Shipnuck's on. I've always enjoyed my time with Shipnuck. He's always been great to me. But when it comes to professionalism, there's no doubt that like he rubs people the wrong way. Phil went nuts over the comments that he put that were super explosive about the Saudis and all that, because Phil was like, I clearly was off the record,
yeah.
And Shipnuck said he wasn't. So when you get into those types of things, you're going to be controversial. Point being, I think that does seep into the book. I read the book too, and there's parts where you're right. When he includes those tidbits about how he got the quotes or the information, and it comes where Rory told him to like go fuck himself, I don't know how you don't remember that in the back of your brain, even subconsciously, when you're reading all of the tidbits about Rory.
I mean, credit to him for including that, right? You don't have to, I guess, include the fact that like this guy refused to be a part of the book and everything you're going to say comes from, it's just, I don't know. I've never really, I haven't experienced this, and it's kind of like turning me off a bit. I wish I didn't know the author as much as I do. I just want to know the story of Rory McIlroy.
I would say this. I have to imagine it's tougher in today's day and age when everybody now gets to the Pat McAfee level, the Dave Portnoy level, all of it with personality, to go from just trying to be a hardcore pure journalist and not let the way everyone else is getting there seep in. Like he has had to do podcasts now more where he does like give opinions on stuff instead of just reporting facts. I'm just like kind of surmising, I don't know, but I have to imagine it's tougher now to write a purely objective piece when you see that what's successful everywhere is sort of having an opinion that forms a personality on everything.
And I think it probably sells books that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know how many we could all name of like how many people are writing golf books right now and how many of those are selling. Like, I think all of what you guys are saying is true. He could have left that out and you would have maybe you get more of just like a straight down the line, that opinion that he has or doesn't have. But I think inserting the opinion and your personality into something, it at least raises a few eyebrows, it makes a few headlines, and it gets you probably more interviews on TV.
It's certainly a good read. I'm not going to say it's not.
A great read. I enjoyed the hell out of the read.
I'm enjoying like stories. I'm not saying that he just sewers Rory. It's just there's something about reading it knowing that they've had a tough relationship and he's the one telling the story. I just can't get my mind off of that. And that's not Alan Shipnuck's fault. He's still doing us a good service by telling this story because Rory deserves to have his story told, regardless of if there's positives or negatives about it.
It's weird that you're reading it, and as you're reading it, you find yourself forming an opinion about Alan Shipnuck. And not exactly about Rory McIlroy. You are forming it about Rory, but you realize 100 pages in, you're like, I'm thinking about Alan Shipnuck. Right?
Yeah. Much credit to him. He's made a
No,
name for
it's good
himself.
work, but
Right.
yeah.
Right, David McCullough wasn't like, this is my opinion on how they should have handled it in
I didn't even remember
1776.
David McCullough 150 pages in. You're just
No.
locked into
It's
the
just words.
Right,
It's almost
right.
like he was, the way that he wrote it was he was a fly on the wall of history.
He just
And
organized the words.
unfortunately,
He had nothing to do with it.
No one Rory didn't let Alan Shipnuck be that fly on the wall. He's like, you are outside the mansion. You're not even close to the entranceway. You're
Yeah.
going to have to go talk to all these other people about my life. And then they might have bad representations of what I did. And then that's all going to come out of the book. So, yeah, it's tough, but it's interesting. And then we're going to Ireland, so it was fun to read. Like, I got through like him like playing at Port Rush, and it's like we're about to play Port Rush. We've got a crazy list of Ireland golf course, by the way. Shout out to Brendan Jones. Kid's not making that trip with us because, I mean, we'd have to pay him a lot more money to come over to Ireland and play some golf with us. But
No, I'm playing Colonial, man. Brendan.
Are you playing on
invited
PGA
me, but
Tour?
I'm playing. Yeah, I'm playing tour event. Actually,
That's pretty good.
First one, coming back party.
come on, Kiss. Are we going to be able to watch that?
We're going to have to figure out a way. Yeah, there's
We
got
got to do a watch party at a pub for Kiss. First tee shot. You kidding me? You think you're going to be on
First
TV?
tee shot,
He's probably not going to be on
toe
TV.
hook,
no.
left rough. Hell no! I'll be playing with two like rookies, and I'll be like last off in the morning, and I'll be having to grind down 18 to make a par, to break par, and miss the cut by 3.
Well, the make the cut coverage on Friday will be electric for Kiss.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be last one in on Friday afternoon and have to hole out the tee shot to make the cut.
Is there any nerve?
out the
Are you nervous at all about teeing it up? I mean, it's been a little bit, I guess, since you've played, right? But
Not nervous at all. The thing that I've found is I just can't practice anymore, man. I try to go, like, I just started back practicing last week, and I just go out there and hit like 10 putts, and most of them go in, and I say, well, what do I need to putt anymore? And then I go hit 12 balls and hit them decent, and I was like, okay, I think I'm good. And then I'll go play a few holes, and then I just quit. I used to be out there all day, every day, grinding, and man, I am bored as hell out there trying to practice right now.
wow, that makes it easier to kind of
So-
let it float away, right? I've talked about that with
Yeah.
some hockey players. I'm like, don't you miss that? And they're like, I miss all the cool things that came with it, but the grind and lifting and skating and all the stuff that I used to love. If you asked me to do that right now, I would laugh at you. It's the love has literally gone away for that.
The things that I like have no interest in are practice rounds, saying what's up to dudes I haven't seen in, 12 months in the locker room, when it's the awkward, I'm passing you, you're passing me, I don't really know you, what's up? Like, that's so weird to me.
Head nod.
And then a pro-am is just so far removed from my life.
Yeah.
Me having to play with 4 dudes that, I didn't pick to play with on a Wednesday. At least it's 9 holes now. But, yeah, I haven't had to do any of that in so long that me thinking about flying out there and having to play a practice round on Tuesday, and then I would just wish I could just fly out there on Wednesday afternoon and tee it up on Thursday.
Should do that. I always said Tiger should do that. Enough of the ramping up. Just show up on Thursday and let's see how it goes. I talked to John Gruden at the Chicago office, and he's like, I played in the Pro-Am at the Valspar, man. I was with Jordan Spieth. He's like, we're out there 5.5 hours playing around a golf. He goes, I left on the 12th hole. He goes, I don't know how these
Sick of
guys
that.
do it.
It's not fun for them either. I mean, they're also you always get these guys that say, I haven't played golf this year, and then I go, oh, so you want to play a PGA Tour course with 4-inch rough, greens firm, and rolling 12? You decided that's your coming out party. Your 12 just turned into a 30, bud.
So and then everyone wants to play their own ball out because you want to see how you play the course, and you want to
That's right.
match yourself up against Jordan Spieth, and it's like he doesn't want that. Jordan Spieth doesn't want to have your game match up to him.
Funny
Shit,
part about this
120.
too, kids, like I know you were a great pro-am guy. Like there's a million reports of every person out there being like Kiz is as good of a pro-am guy as you could get. So even with all that shit going on, I know you were like bringing it, and you were like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking make these guys have a good time. You're gonna help them out. You're gonna laugh. You just don't want to fucking do it anymore, basically.
Well, it's just, I'm not going to go spend 2.5 hours with 4 guys and not have a good time. I mean, that's a waste of my life too. I'm not going to just not talk to you. I'm going to make fun of your shots and ask you what you do and how many kids you have. And we're going to be out there for 3 hours. You want me to just be a mom over there on the side? Just because not my favorite thing to do, I'm not going to make it not fun.
Yeah.
But it always depends on your group. If you get you always get the guy that tries to beat you or tells you he outdrove you, even though he had 40 yards off the tee. And then you get the guy that just you feel so bad for that he can't get it airborne, and there's fear for spectators' lives out there. But sometimes you get great groups where guys are chopping it up and wanting to gamble amongst their crowd or with somebody else. You know, a lot of times they have friends in another group and they're gambling with them and they're pulling for you. The worst thing ever is when you go out and make like 5 birdies in 9 holes, because then you know you're doomed on Thursday. Everyone knows on this how hard it is to back up a good round the next day. So I'll never forget one of my favorite Pro-Am stories is I was behind Tim Herron at Sea Island, and we were back when we were playing 18 holes. And 17 at Sea Island is a par 3. It was our 17th hole, and I got off 16 and was walking the 17th tee, and he hadn't hit yet because he was waiting, obviously, 5.5 hours. And as I'm walking back to the tee, he hits, and I hear him go, or I look up, and the ball's going 20 yards right of the green, and it looked like he was aimed over there. And as it lands, it just kicks dead left off this hill, and it starts going towards the flag. And he goes, no, please, no. And it just hits the flag and goes in for a 1. And he throws his club up in the air. And he's like, I'm so screwed, kids. I was 10 under through 16, and I played away from the flag, and I made a hole in 1. I'm going to shoot 80 tomorrow.
How'd he do the next day?
Oh, miscut. See you later.
Speaking of playing, you got to go out there and play right now. You got a tee time in 5 minutes.
What'd you say?
I said you have a tee time in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got to go. Love y'all. I'll see y'all Sunday at 12:30.
You're the man, kids.
All right, brother.
We will see you, and we'll see you soon.
When do y'all play, tomorrow or today?
Today.
Playing today. I'm gonna. You wouldn't believe how much I'm gonna be on my toes and on my front side on the range today.
I'm excited for this
I'm
range.
gonna fall
today,
over.
man. I'm excited.
Yeah. Send me some videos.
All right.
All
Trent,
right, kids.
send me a video of that high pretty draw.
You got it.
Riggs, you keep trying to pick it up outside for some unknown reason, and keep hitting it right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're the man.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you, Rich. Are you coming this weekend, Ryan?
You coming? Yeah. Long Island. Can't
All
wait.
right.
We got everyone. It's a home game for me.
Yep.
Got all the boys
Home
coming.
game,
to
baby.
Long
Let's
Island.
go.
Let's go.
See y'all up there.
All right,
See you,
kids.
Golf is hard, but protein is easy with one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers made with 18 grams of protein, only 3 grams of sugar to deliciously fuel your game. We were all over these this entire week, the last couple of days down in Texas. I had a couple. Just you're out there, you're on your feet all day. You need protein, man. You need protein to get through it. You want it to be delicious. You're seeing everybody's having a good time. They're having drinks. There's people going through the lunch station having burgers, so you want it to be delicious. Only one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers is made with Reese's Peanut Butter. It's protein perfected. We're talking hole-in-ones. Kids had just that incredible hole-in-one story from somebody. They're so good on that level that they're not even trying to get hole-in-ones.
And they just make it.
They just make goes right in the
Barstool
hole.
Classic yesterday. Wasn't there a guy that went to 5 inches?
Guy hit one to 3 inches.
3 inches.
We originally thought it was 5 inches. By the time we remeasured the entire thing at the end, it was 3 inches away from the cup. It looked like it had to go in the hole. He hit this. It was like 142. The wind was off the right and a little bit downwind, and everyone that was hitting a good shot was landing it just over the front of the green and rolling right towards the hole. This one was like it stopped right on the edge of the cup.
Yeah, that's as close as you're gonna get.
God, we got to get a hole-in-one on this game.
Yeah.
Point being, after that, before that, during that, folks are out there and they are, you got to get the building blocks of life, which are protein.
Yeah.
18 grams of protein and only 3 grams of sugar with the one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers. These are incredible, so make sure you buy the one Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers protein bar on Amazon. Protein perfected. Link for these is in the episode description. This episode is brought to you by Kraken, the official crypto platform of Barstool Sports and the only platform we trust not to slice one out of bounds when the market gets shaky. Golf's all about consistency, same swing, same routine. Don't overthink it. Crypto's the same idea. You don't need to time the perfect shot. Just show up and keep swinging. It's not just crypto, by the way, gentlemen. Kraken has stocks and ETFs as well, over 11,000 equities. So whether you're building a portfolio or just getting started, it's all in one place. Over 13 million people trust Kraken because it's simple, reliable, and built for long-term players. You need one spot that's got all of it, and Kraken has all of it.
Yep, Kraken is the official crypto currency exchange of Barstool Sports. Make sure if you're going to get into this world, as we all are, you got to use Kraken because it's the most secure, the most safe, the most simple, efficient way to do it.
350 plus cryptos to trade, 11,000 plus equities, including those stocks and ETFs I mentioned. Recurring buys, so you can stack while you're out chasing birdies. Rewards for holding certain assets. Geo restrictions apply, and you get up to $200 when your buddies sign up through your referral link. Terms and conditions apply. Build your stack like your handicap slowly and with fewer disasters. Kraken's giving you $25 in Bitcoin. New users, go to kraken.com/barstool. Use code barstool25 when you sign up. Deposit and trade $100. $25 in BTC. Again, they're giving you $25 in BTC. Done. That is kraken.com/barstool.
Speaking of Ireland, I mean, I put in our itinerary into ChatGPT and I said, just give me a tidbit of what, because it was really hard. Like, there's a million different things. That itinerary is like, we go here, we stay here. You couldn't even tell where the golf was going to be because you're like, we're doing so many cool things. We're traveling so many cool cities. And you put it in, and ChatGPT gave me all these photos of each one. It said number 1, 2, and it gave you photos and like where to eat by there and all this stuff. I mean, the list is, it said it's the best list you can play, essentially.
A huge credit to Matt Janella, because our boy Matt Janella, like Jonesy, did great work with the crew over there that's helping set everything up. They sent us the itinerary. Hidden links. And then Matty Janella is Mr. Ireland. He like brings his family over there. He plays in the father-son, I believe, at Waterville. He plays at Waterville every single year. My friend Killian O'Dowd is his name. He's like the most Irish guy ever, and we have to get drinks with him one night and have him just go off on their long form like Irish jokes. They're basically stories with like a punchline, and he's so good. But once I kind of mentioned in the group chat, or I said it on the podcast, it got around to them that we were going to Ireland, and they were like pissed at me, and they're like, "What the fuck is your itinerary?" So Janella did a whole like conference call with Jonesy and was like, "Give me the itinerary. He's like, this is awesome. This needs to be tweaked, right?" And went through the whole deal. And so
it's incredible, dude.
These guys know their shit. And so, credit to Jonesy, credit to Matty Janella, just grind, and the Hidden Links folks just grinding to get like the best itinerary we can.
Yeah,
because we don't know shit about it.
Well,
don't know shit.
No. It's a big one. It's a big trip. I'm trying to go back and see it.
Yeah, Hidden Links hooked us up with the courses, which is unbelievable. Just being able to get access out there, filming, being able to get a whole group.
Yeah,
it's just like, God, it's gonna be so fun. I think. Look, we've been to Scotland. We were in Scotland a couple years ago. I've been there twice now, and Scotland's unbelievable. It's the home of golf.
Yeah,
staying in St. Andrews is as good as it gets, and the golf is, especially if you're old school Linksy, the golf is probably the best golf there's ever been. It's the original. I've heard Ireland is just overall as fun as it gets.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm very excited to get over there, and we've got a good crew going. Francis has been there a bunch, right?
Francis and his dad, I think, go like every year.
It's like their dad-son trip that they take all the time.
That's right.
So he knows the lay of the land pretty well, and obviously all these guys that helped us. Very exciting.
So we're doing Tralee to start off, Waterville. Then we're playing Doonbeg Links. By the way, when you look at the photos of these places, it's preposterous.
They're insane.
Preposterous.
Yeah.
Every single course is on a cliff, or if it's not on a cliff, it's the coolest links course you've ever seen with a castle that we're staying at. I'm telling you, it's as good as you can get. Then we travel north, and we're going to play Ardglass, which was a really incredible course. Then we are playing Ardglass again. Then we got Royal County Down, which is known as the best golf course in the world. And then we play Royal Port Rush, which is another maybe best course in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then we play, what's that course that we're playing in Dublin? I think it's called like the Island Club, the Island Golf Club, which looks really awesome as well. When I went to Dublin with my parents, I tried to see if we could play some golf, and that one popped up, and I was like, I really want to get out there, and we never made it happen. So it's a like Port Rush and Royal County Down in the same trip is like, you're just doing it. That's playing Pebble Beach and I don't know, fucking Cyprus. You know what I mean? Like that's how good that is. So yeah, can't wait. Absolutely can't wait.
I'm so jazzed up to get over there. I love we're gonna have Francis as he's like our concierge tour guide kind of throughout the entire thing and he's so good in that role. I was saying it's like his role with Dana Beers, wherein he's like teaches him about the world.
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna be kind of teaching us about Ireland the whole time. So he's gonna be fucking great out there. So yeah, very excited for that.
And we're here right now. We're talking about a golf trip.
We're at Shangri-La.
Shangri-La and Monkey Island, Oklahoma. That's a mouthful right there. What's those things where you just like fill in the word of a story?
Oh, Mad Lib?
Yeah, like playing Shangri-La on Monkey Island, Oklahoma is a Mad Lib.
For sure.
Okay? But getting here was fun. It was definitely fun. It was entertaining because you fly into Tulsa and there's tornadoes going everywhere. And
we drove through
a tornado, which was pretty cool. I picked up, and this is breaking news, I picked up Lurch, who's on the trip.
Yeah.
I picked up Francis and Jersey Jerry. And that was an incredible drive coming down from Tulsa because Lurch wanted to turn it into a Twister movie. He's like, screw the golf, let's go look for tornadoes, which I was vehemently saying I don't want to do that.
I can imagine that conversation.
That's a bad conversation because he's a guy from New Jersey, and like tornadoes are no fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's the scariest thing in the world.
Right.
I mean, you got debris flying at like 100+ miles an hour that will just impale anyone at any time.
Correct.
Why would I want to be a part of that?
Right. People die from tornadoes all the time.
We were driving like 15 miles per hour on the highway trying to keep things on the road.
It was horrifying.
Shout out to B. Jones for driving.
We got hit with like a Amber Alert on all of our phones about the tornado situation. And it wasn't like this tornado warning is going for 5 minutes. It was like for the next hour. And then it was like a monsoon hurricane hit us.
Yep.
It was pouring rain. You could barely see the truck in front of us, blowing sideways with a tornado Amber Alert coming across our phones. But B. Jones navigated it nicely in that Chevy Tahoe. Is that what we were in yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
That was nice. That was really nice.
We had a nice Chevy Tahoe as well. It's incredible. And yeah, so Shangri-La, great setup. We got in late, and I will say if you're coming to Shangri-La, it's not in the middle of nowhere, but like you're far away from a major city.
Sure.
So if you're coming in late, a lot of places during the week were closed down for food. Like there was no food. All the kitchens were kind of closed. And credit to the Shangri-La folks here. They were super excited for us to come here. I heard the golf courses are phenomenal. Brad Dahlke had told Francis that the par 3 here in particular, he said this is the best course in Oklahoma, like the Shangri-La by far. And he likes to play. He said the par 3 in particular is the best one. It's like they love playing there. A lot of the good guys are from this area. Well, what are you laughing at? What did Jerry say something? Because Jerry just texted the group saying he's got an absolute. Jerry picked up the wrong bag at the airport.
No.
He goes, I have horrendous news. I got the wrong bag. Clothes bag. Kim from Shangri-La is headed to Tulsa. They're going to grab me underwear and socks. This guy, he is a cartoon character. But anyway, there's not many kitchens open, and the Shangri-La people had pizza waiting for us, but the timing was weird because then we left to go find food, and we ended up going to this like gas station called the Tomcat. And everyone was saying, you got to go to the Tomcat. It's open 24 hours. And it's right next to the casino. We show up to the Tomcat, and it looks like a gas station. But, like, not one of those Casey's General Store gas stations, like a big one that almost feels like a supermarket.
Yeah.
This was, like, your old school, one pump, bright, cold lights on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
You walk in, and there's these 2 wonderful women behind the counter, and they've got a bunch of barbecue right in front of them. I was like, what did we just stumble into? We were starving.
Yeah.
Starving. No food for hours and hours and hours. Walked right in, and they made us pulled pork sandwiches with pickles and jalapenos and cheese. They warmed up some baked beans for us. We had coleslaw. We had potato salad.
Goodness.
We sat down in the back around like all, like the coolers of waters and stuff. They had a little seat there for us, and we just ate and we told stories, and it was what a spot. What a night at the Tomcat drive-in gas station. You know what I mean?
It's a great memory.
It's a great memory.
It's a great golf trip memory.
Telling funny stories, laughing, Jersey Jerry losing his mind. It's just it was a hell of a start to this trip. And I will say there was a lot of talk about hitting the toilet right after that. You got Lurch on the trip. You got France. Everyone's just kind of hooting and hollering, tooting into the toilet.
Tooting and hollering.
Nice. We'll see how everyone's feeling this morning for sure, because it was a tough night last night getting to bed. It really was. Things were rumbling.
I believe it.
We got big news in the golf world. Live Golf Louisiana. Postponed. So this was an incredible statement from Live Golf, by the way.
I can't wait.
In coordination with the governor of Louisiana and Louisiana Economic Development, we have made the strategic decision to explore moving Live Golf Louisiana to a new window later this fall. This shift allows us to avoid the peak summer heat and the crowded global sports calendar while ensuring the course is in the championship condition our fans and players expect. We are grateful for the continued partnership and flexibility of the state of Louisiana as we work together to deliver a world-class event. They postponed it because of the heat, they're claiming.
It was a financial issue, right?
There's no way to know that it was going to be hot in the middle of Louisiana when they booked this bad boy. So, yeah, they're we got Lurch rolling in.
Of course,
here.
I just texted him. I said, we got to get this guy in here and give him some golf takes. We're not going to hear from him for the rest of the week because we're all heading out after the rounds.
They're unfurling a bunch of cable right now.
Lurch, we're talking Live Golf. You got any takes? Welcome to the show, Lurch.
Thank you.
Lurch is back.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here.
I think I
I
slept 3 hours, dude.
Oh, see, I didn't have that issue. I just had trouble getting down, and then I was in a coma, so I don't know what was in that pulled pork.
In here. Shout out to eBug for getting me some gear and stuff. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Then in here, almost a mess.
Oh, yeah.
In this room?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
We came here to pick up
Dude,
some
I had
Adidas
one
stuff.
like
and
halfway out.
You used his toilet?
No. I wouldn't disrespect him like that.
You were here for 5 seconds to grab gear and you couldn't make it out of the room.
No.
Dude, it was a mess. It was a mess. Get up to my room. Paint the back of the horse.
Oh, gosh.
And then wake up at 3:34 and I'm throwing up.
We're a kids podcast now. We try and keep things nice and clean.
I apologize, kids,
kidding.
but
I'm
this
just
is
kidding.
coming for you.
Oh, man.
If you don't take care of your health, you're going to get into a spot where you're
There's a warning.
like me.
I
There's
just
a
got
warning
done
shot.
talking about how great that place, the Tomcat, was, though.
Tasting was great.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's is great,
Right.
but sometimes it comes out hot. And
Taco Bell's great.
so it's been a mess for me. And then I walked around this morning. It like Shangri-La sounds like it's like Trump could do a take. It's like is that China?
No.
And then it's very Oklahoma. Like outside,
Yeah.
there's a beautiful monument for the USS Oklahoma out there,
Oh.
Nice.
and an anchor is out there that's the same size as what was on the USS Oklahoma.
No way.
I mean, I was up at 6 because once you're.
You can't, yeah.
And then I was just up at 5, 6, and I just got a coffee and started walking
They've got
around.
a wiffle ball field with Green Monster on it. Everything's under the lights. Last night, walking over there to that bar area, beautiful, beautiful restaurant with an arcade and games, ping pong. They have like 10 pickleball courts. They've got turf tennis courts. They've got a dome inside tennis facility. They've
Is that
got,
what's in there?
I think so.
The dome, because I'm still, why do they have a dome?
You were getting
in
angry
Oklahoma?
at that.
Yeah.
It was a little
Well,
bit of
like,
anger in you. We were like, why
in
do they
New
have a
England,
dome?
you have domes,
Yeah.
but here you have like
Yeah,
perfect
he was
weather.
like, it's perfect weather. Why do
No,
they have to have
Oklahoma
it?
doesn't have perfect weather.
I mean,
Today's going to be
it's-
62 degrees. It's like cold.
No, this is not too far. We're only like 4-hour drive from St. Louis. And
Yeah,
this
but-
is like the lower half of like Midwest more than it's
They can
like
get
in the
snow
South.
here, can't they?
Yeah.
Is the risk to the weather, but like a dome? Are you thinking?
Yeah,
are
that's
you,
true. That's true.
Are you more?
The dome's a lot. That's
Are
okay.
you more worried? Like I'm more worried about tornadoes just ripping through that dome rather
True.
than like.
Well, you're a tennis guy. Isn't
off-color-
it nice to? I mean, they have everything here, right? So isn't it
Yeah.
nice to have
I
like
guess
a
maybe
wind
the wind,
control,
something like that. Yeah.
like maybe that's where the championship is held or something.
That's
the wind,
fair.
Yeah, you
All
know,
right.
they have everything. Why
They
not have
do
a
have
dome?
everything.
Coming around on the dome.
Dude, last night,
I'm a no-win guy.
nobody, there was not a single person doing any of the activities, and everything was lit up, ready to go. We could have had a tournament for 200 people playing pickleball last night.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Under the lights, wiffle ball, perfect turf baseball field. It was awesome. So we have to explore all that tonight, which will be a lot of fun. We've got 3-on-3, so we could do a 3-on-3 wiffle ball. We could do the whole
Look
deal.
at
It's sick.
I know. I want to get some pickle. I was asking
Yeah.
Jer about his ability to hit a
He's not
pickleball.
very agile.
No, he's a bull.
Yeah.
He's like, no agility. I could see the one-way motion, but starting and stopping
One-way motion.
is not. He's not a joystick.
No, no.
Yeah.
Jersey Jerry with his bag is at the airport. That is devastating.
Yeah, I saw that text. Dude.
Tough.
It's amazing he's gotten this far. He is a one-of-one character.
For sure.
I was with him at the airport. I watched him take that bag off.
Just got the wrong
it was
bag.
the most like that's my bag move of all time.
What I was thinking, what's the other person doing? Just I guess said my bag never showed up.
I guess so.
Oh,
But
that's
Jerry.
on his Delta app. It's just like your bag's here.
It's gone.
And
dude,
Barry's
he's got
like,
an air tag
stolen.
in that thing too. That guy's like, somebody stole my bag, but they're going to this nice resort. It doesn't seem like.
And
a
I will
criminal
say there were eyes on Jerry at that airport. It was a small, quiet airport, and he was a character. He was
Did
walking
you get
around.
into the details of that? Didn't
The one
didn't
woman.
person thought
No,
she was
no.
special?
Well, there was.
Well, it's not the biggest.
Jerry was
stretch.
talking to this woman
No,
online
it's a good
for the rental car, and the things that he was saying to her made her say, "But you're doing so well, Steve."
Yeah.
She goes, "Look at you, you're here."
What darkness
Yeah.
was he dishing
No, 'cause,
out?
he was like,
She's not wrong either.
Well, he was saying things like, like he takes the bag and he goes, and puts the bag down,
yeah.
and she's like, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "Oh, cold, Frank, cold." He goes, "Mama told me to put pants on," and he asked her, he goes, "Should I have pants on?"
Okay.
And she's like, "It's okay with the shorts, it's okay." And now things start to change, and he's just
Did he say he was working
Oh,
3
man.
jobs too?
yeah. He goes, and then it was a little slow getting the car, and he goes to her and he goes, "No one wants to work no more." And to this woman, nice, just elderly Oklahoma woman that just doesn't want to have any of this conversation, and she's so sweet. He goes, "No one wants to work no more. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm working 3 jobs just to get by. I'm working at Taco Bell. I'm working at McDonald's." And then I'm working in golf media. I was like, I was like, if you would have hit Wendy's for the third one,
Yeah.
she never would have believed you. Then you're just working in a food court.
Correct.
Then we get in the car on the way here, and we hear this like a weird beep in the car.
Yeah.
Turns out this guy's got the most high-tech radio system you've ever seen.
Walkie-talkie.
Dude,
Jersey Jerry?
We're in the car,
connects
and
to
he
his
just goes,
family in Chicago.
"What's up, baby?"
No.
Yeah.
And then you hear, "Daddy."
Wait, what?
He has a walkie-talkie that has Starlink in it, and he was walkie-talking from the plane, which I think is unbelievably illegal.
Oh my
Dude, he took it out
god!
of his cup holder. I go, "You got a radio system in here?"
I think a walkie-talkie on a plane feels like a no.
For sure.
This
Feels
guy's-
like to cut that out.
Guy's spotting dimes, spitting onions.
Right. It's like, that's a high-frequency Starlink walkie-talkie is something that I don't think you can
Dude,
have on
we
an
were at-
airplane.
No, hey, say no to that.
We were at
There's been
dinner.
enough
We were
incidents.
eating dinner in the food court. We were having he was getting a burger, and all of a sudden he just pulled it out. And the way Jersey Jerry operates, he doesn't even tell you something like that's going to happen. He just pulls it out, clicks it, and goes, "What are you guys doing?" And then put it back in his pocket. And I go, "Now, what was that?
Yeah.
What was that?" He goes, "It's a walkie-talkie,
believe
Frank.
I couldn't believe
It's
it.
like a $500 walkie-talkie.
For it to connect
Is
in perfect quality to Chicago,
No free
Is-
ads, but what was the name of it? It's like
I forget.
It's
like
a funny
Blue
name.
Logic. or
No,
something
it's
like
like
that.
direct to you or something
Yes.
like that, right?
That is it's something. It
Yeah.
is something like
There's
that.
no way that's real.
No. No.
I'd be down to go back to walkie-talkies if that's kind of where we're headed.
um,
Just like that's instant. That's
Yeah.
ready to go. And I'm not on my
we
phone
do
all
we
the
do
time.
this thing at Axon basically through your phone, but it's basically a walkie-talkie where it's an app, but you just send voice notes back and forth.
whenever I'm with Gisner,
Oh,
that drives me fucking insane.
he listens to him on like 4X.
So it makes your brain like I feel like Jersey Jerry.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, what's happening here?
If his
Holy
brain
shit.
goes to Jersey Jerry's brain, short the stock. So we're rooting for that not to take place.
You guys are so crazy with it. Has to be more productive clearly because Jizzy's doing it. You guys are doing great. Let's get that stock price going up. But he does listen on 4X and he comprehends everything.
Everything.
And then he fires back like 8 different quick notes to everyone. Always with a nice greeting too, I feel like typically. And I'm just like, this guy's unbelievable.
Typically.
Yeah,
It gets
probably,
hot under
yeah.
the collar from
Depends
time
who's
to time.
around. Yeah, maybe
exactly.
who's
The
around.
old phone that had the walkie-talkie.
Oh, the chirp.
Nokia's. What was the phone that all my friends had? Nextel.
Might have been Nextel.
It was yellow,
Yeah.
and you hit the button on the side, and you could walkie-talkie to the other person that had a Nextel.
You
Was
know-
it Nextel?
I'd
You
have
know
to
what
look.
the great walkie-talkie recommendation is? Ski Trip.
Ski trip is.
You
Oh,
get
wow.
a pack of like 3 or 4 on Amazon. They're not that expensive. They're like $60.
Yeah, you don't.
Load them
Don't
up,
get
and then
lost.
you don't have to get everything off to
Yeah.
take out your phone and do that. You just kind
Throw
of
it in
keep
your
it.
Yeah,
pocket.
good
And
for
you just-
kids and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
These guys should have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a guy like up on the green or something, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like ball. It's as instant as just like if a camera guy on the green has it down on the ground, someone behind him could be like coming to the right on the stick, immediate
Over.
Here's what we're gonna do.
over the green.
We're gonna buy a few walkie-talkies just to have them around.
You need him around. Dave had him at the Ryder Cup. Remember that, like 4 years ago?
Oh yeah, he did.
Mhm. And then Kirk stole it from him. It was like, he hit it in the fucking water.
Doesn't add an element to it. I like it.
Yeah,
Walkie-talkies.
especially for big trips like this with a lot of people. It's fun.
Live. I know we're kind of went
No,
off topic there.
It's not the craziest thing. You got any live takes?
Just feels like it's getting bad over there.
I think that's all he needed to hear. I think that's like perfect.
It doesn't
Circle in the
feel
drain.
I mean, but it makes sense. It's like a business that's like has never done sales, but they're just a startup and they had a ton of funding. It's like that's what it is, but nobody's watching it. So it's like there's no money coming in,
Right.
And it just feels like that's not going to work.
That's what the
You
CEO
need
said.
fans.
That's what the CEO said. He's like, we're no different than any startup that's ever started up in history.
Yeah.
Like we had a ton of funding, and now we're trying to figure out how to make it a business.
Yes.
And we're not doing
Turns
a
out
great
we
job.
took all our money and just paid the players, and
Yeah.
we had nothing else.
And now they're leaving. And it's
Too
like,
bad we
man,
didn't sign
shit.
any like TV contracts
Right.
because it's just
we had
Oh my
it's impossible to see.
Jerry.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You got your pants? You got no pants?
You look good though, I'll say.
Like, come over here.
What'd you get on the airplane with?
Shorts and
At least you got the
Come
tag
on over
on.
here.
Little protective layer on the tag.
So it was all dirty.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry, what's up, brother?
What's up?
What's up, Jared?
So what happened? We were at the airport together.
Look at him laugh. Look at his tags up in these.
We had the same bag, the guy and me.
He has a flutter to his voice.
So you got no clothes.
Did you talk to the guy?
He's got no pants on.
He's got no pants, but his bottom half looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
look
doesn't look
nice.
bad. Yeah, no sock. I got no socks on, nothing. So the reason I didn't put on the other clothes because
I
I
like
went
the
to the
tags
steam room and they were like
Unbelievable.
I put on all those clothes so they're all sweaty. I can't put that on, you know.
Oh yeah.
What time did you hit the hay last night?
After the steam room, I went down. I passed out actually from the steam room, which never happens. And then I woke up at like 3:34, and I was like, "Yeah, I should probably shower." And then I was like, no." And then I was like, from 4 o'clock on, I've been up.
So there's,
man.
there's a woman. There's a woman getting your bags right
Kim,
now.
yep,
Yeah, he
yep, she
sleeps
works
like 3
here.
hours a
She's
night.
the marketing lady here.
She's going to Tulsa.
Yeah, I told her I'm gonna sell her. I'm gonna give her like $500. I think that's fair,
Oh my gosh!
right?
Yeah,
I think
of
that's fair.
course.
It's an
Yeah.
hour and a half
That's
drive.
Very fair. I think it's
fair.
very generous.
Yeah,
Fair move.
I'm gonna give her. So her son was gonna get it because her son lives in Tulsa, but the lady from American Airlines was like yelling at me on the phone. She's like, "No, I need that bag first. You can't." Cause
Fair.
That
I
all
get
adds
it.
up.
That's
You
not
took somebody else's
not
stuff.
a crazy request.
You can't just get your stuff
Same
without
bag?
turning in the old
it's
stuff.
Same Yeti bag. You know, it's hitting me now. This is not like
Something's
to
about
brag
it's
or anything.
different.
I upgraded to first class for like $70. You know how they do the orange tag priority?
Yeah.
My Yeti bag didn't have the orange tag.
And this one did.
No, I'm saying my
No, the one he took
the
didn't
one I
have
didn't,
that tag.
and I picked it up. I'm like, what the hell? When I picked it up, I said to myself, why the hell didn't they put the priority on it? Why didn't they?
Because it wasn't your bag.
Because it wasn't my bag.
Right.
That's right. Exactly.
Fuck.
So Kim is sending, I think, Ralphie. He's gonna get me underwear and socks.
Okay.
I
All
think,
right.
yeah.
Are those
pants?
the
Are you
same?
gonna- are you gonna
those
have-
the same undies from the steam and the sauna?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
I
those
just-
are some dirty undies.
Look at
Yeah.
Jared.
Now you
that one into Jared's
hold on.
done.
You
He's
said
done.
after the steam, you just passed right out. So you're in a full sweat, I assume, after 20. So you went right to bed, full sweat, down.
Full sweat.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Full sweat down.
Yeah.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
And then you woke up at 4 and were like, I'm going to shower. And you're like,
I woke-
no,
I woke
I'll
up-
just be a pool in here.
Yep. I woke up at like 4:15. I was like, holy shit, that never happens. But I think it was from the pulled pork and the pot.
I would
potato
guess you're
salad.
tired as well.
Oh,
Because you
yeah.
told me yesterday you go to bed usually at 5 a.m. and wake up
Yeah.
at 7. So I would assume
the steam room was
Big
so
Jared's a
hot.
little tired.
It was so hot. I couldn't breathe at one point in the steam room. It was like I was like walking out of it.
Well, I juiced that thing up.
Yeah.
I did. I put it on high.
Yeah.
Most steam you could get.
Yeah, but so I got in the
You always
room.
tried to steam him out.
I got in the room. I went on the
You
bed.
probably were losing oxygen, to be honest.
And then I just passed out, woke up, and I was like, I should have did it then, but I guess it really doesn't matter because I still woke up early enough for them to get the bag. But that never happened to me in my life. It's a bad feeling. Like I feel like a jerk off right now.
What was in the bag when you opened it?
I never opened the bag
Oh.
because
Nice.
Yeah.
Privacy concerns.
Yeah, I never opened the bag.
Well,
because-
you opened it this morning, I assume, and saw
No.
it wasn't your stuff.
No, they called me at 9 a.m. I was just watching Call of Duty, just on my phone, and she's like,
Do they have an air tag in that? How'd they know you took the bad bag?
camera.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, camera. Yeah.
Hopefully, Axon.
You're
Yeah.
watching Call of Duty?
Well, they probably all either camera or they put 2 and 2 together because I have the bag I got is a roller.
Oh, true. Your bag's just
Yeti.
rolling around.
Yeah.
So it's just rolling around.
And the guy's like,
left
that looks
over.
just like my
Yeah,
bag.
the guy's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like, we have the same exact bag.
Fucking Jerry took my bag.
Yeah. So it's
Wow.
tough. Yeah, I mean, I got.
No, we trust you're naked. There's
Yeah,
no
right.
doubt
yeah.
about
Right,
it.
you got no clothes.
Yeah.
For sure.
We got no clothes.
We got
Nobody's worried when you come in with no pants on if you have a shirt
you're-
on.
that you're
under
lying.
a quarter
Yeah.
zip. Nobody cares.
Yeah, these were special editions.
Those might be in the throw-out drawer after
Guy,
this.
by the way, asked this resort, Shangri-La,
Oh yeah.
yesterday, we're at the airport. He calls up without any warning, calls up Shangri-La and goes, "Do you guys have any gaming consoles for me to play Call of Duty tonight?" He asked that woman at the check-in. I mean, I put that up on my Instagram, and I had so many people saying, I've worked at golf resorts and golf clubs, and we've gotten some of the most insane requests, insane questions. Do you have this? Do you have that? That's got to be the first time anyone's ever asked for a PC specifically to play Call of Duty.
You think so?
I think
She
so.
seemed open to it though.
She did, though. She's like,
They
"Oh, we're
have,
actually."
like an answer. They're like,
She's like,
building one
"We're
out."
building out
Yeah.
like a PlayStation room."
That's yeah.
No way.
That was stunning
in the dome.
to
They're
me.
putting it in the dome.
Rich, I listen. I know this is probably not the right setting to do this, but I could see you investing in this
In this place.
idea that I have.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when
Bag
okay,
tag or something?
Well, no,
Oh,
when,
nice. Here
when
comes
you
the
ha- when you
pitch.
when you have friends, what do you do? Like you go out to dinner, you go to the bar, right, or whatever, and hang out, right?
Definitely.
Chop it up, enjoy your time. Gamers do not do that. Gamers like to play video games. They're very like to themselves and whatnot.
Introverted a little bit.
Correct.
Okay.
These gaming hubs are coming at an alarming rate, crazy all over the place. They're building these like buildings. They're putting a bunch of computers and you and like a bar and like food. You and your friends, if you're a gamer, you go hang out together.
This is dinner for gamers.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is better than the sales
Obviously,
pitch.
it's
you
obviously.
I'll say it. This
I
is
saw you freeze online like a week ago in a sales pitch.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
what. I don't hate it so far, Jerry. I think you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's like
There's a lot of gamers out
What's
there,
the what's the golf sim thing?
Oh, Top Golf,
Okay, what's the other one?
5 iron.
5 iron.
Okay, it's like that.
I just saw
That's
my.
like
Okay.
a hangout.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're not making. You're not. You're
I'm
not.
making
You're not
sense.
unreasonable here.
No.
Yeah. This is. I think it's a
You
great
know what it
idea.
is? I used to play a lot of video games when I was younger. Then obviously, whatever. I stopped playing video games for years. Then I got into it as a man, a 30-year-old man. And then I like feel like the happiest of my life again.
Okay.
And like
That-
all I want to do is like spend time with my kids when they go to bed, whatever, and then go play video games.
Gamers like to spend time with gamers in real life or just on the internet.
So that's what we didn't really know, but now we know. They love it.
They're social
Yeah, that
creatures just like
surprises
us.
me.
Because think about
Gotcha.
it, everything is through the headset.
Totally.
Like you ever see these videos on TikTok? These gamers like meeting each other for the first time. And,
Yeah, it's like when people come back from war.
yeah, exactly. Yes,
Their wife, you know.
exactly. But this is like an idea to connect your friends together, people, whatever. Like when people come visit, like okay, I'm going to Atlanta in a couple weeks.
It's like a pen pal. You're meeting a pen pal.
Exactly.
That's-
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
30-year-olds, this would be the biggest birthday party place for children of all time.
correct,
correct.
13 to 16-year-olds
Yes.
just trying to
Playing Call of Duty together.
Call of
I love
Duty
it,
for a
Jerry.
birthday party. Where? Let's go. Sign me up. I'm in. What
Yeah.
are you calling this thing?
Well, the one place we're actually going to it because I'm going to Atlanta. It's called Battle and Brew. Okay. So that's one.
Awesome name. Great name. Awesome name.
Yeah. So that's a great name.
Jerry, I'll say I've seen a lot of your pitches online to Austin and stuff. This is one of your best pitches. This
Thank
has
you.
got to be your best
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about it a
Not
little
wearing
bit.
pants, but this one should kind
Well,
of.
we got- we
this
film
one
it from
should
a-
go out there to the people, and they should know that this is a great pitch.
Yeah. The problem is people are gonna start to do it.
We got to get in early before we
Yeah,
put
we
it
gotta
out
get in
there.
early.
I
So
see
right
what
when
you're
this
saying.
drops, we
Podcast
gotta
is gonna help.
get some
No.
work.
I guarantee when this
All right,
podcast comes out, I'm gonna get a text from my dad saying we should turn the back room at Borelli's into a game. Every time he hears a good idea, we should do. Mexican places are starting. We should turn it back into a burrito bar. Like no matter what's like in right now, he
Yeah.
wants to turn the back room of Borelli's into that. You can do battles and Borelli's.
Battles
I guarantee you,
There we
I will
go.
get a text message tomorrow at 3 p.m. after he listens to this, and he's gonna go, "Let's do it."
It's a great idea.
Guarantee.
This is what we call a brainstorming
We never pull it.
session,
We never
right?
pull it off. Obviously.
No,
I'm insane.
Right?
I love it, Jerry.
It's
Yeah,
good.
we'll see what happens.
All right. You have an ETA on your bag?
We got to get you some pants.
Kim is en route to Tulsa right now.
Boxers
Yes,
is the big
So
thing.
she's en route. So that's an hour and a half
500
drive.
is probably fair gas prices right now. Iran, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You think? I mean, even if I overpaid a little bit, I'm okay.
No, you
100,
need, you need
yeah.
boxers.
100%.
You gotta
Yeah.
get a new set of
Yeah, yeah.
boxers on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Ralphie's getting the boxes for me.
Either way, we just gotta.
I like
Ralphie's
that.
going to the
I like
store.
that we've involved Kim and Ralphie. These people, I don't know. I don't know who they are, but
Well,
I like
they
it.
work for the resort.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they were. By the way, like, they are great. Really good. Really good people. Kim could have been like, "Fuck you! I ain't driving nowhere for you, pal."
True.
But I tried to do the Uber. I contacted.
Question before. How did you greet them? Did you walk to the front desk? Tell me you didn't walk
No,
like this.
Kim gave me. Oh, I thought I had her business card. I told her like, she was like, "Hey, so like, can you bring the bag down?" And I was like, I don't know how to say this, but like, I only have like underwear on. She said, "Oh no, I'm gonna come to your room." And then she came to the room and like she just like opened the door and like gave me her business card and I just gave her the bag like this.
What a morning you have had.
Yeah.
What a morning.
Crazy.
What a morning the staff had. I mean, they
Yeah.
woke up to a
This is great.
I've been driving this
Jersey
staff
Jerry
crazy.
tornado.
From the maintenance guy to go to the steam room, setting it up.
This guy, you know this property inside and out at this point.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
It was fun.
All right. And we're playing golf today.
Played
Yeah.
golf, yeah.
A couple hours, we got a little golf coming up.
Game feeling, Lurch and Jerry. How you guys feeling?
So I will say this. I haven't really. I played one round in the last 9 months, and I think that was because of Beef a little bit. Like me and Beef used to play together when we go Fore Play trips, right?
Yeah.
We would always try to get in a day early and play together. Like that was our thing. And then he lived only like 25 minutes from me, so we would play like 3 times a week together. And then like ever since he's passed, it's like I kind of really have no one to. I mean, I have people to play with, but like. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not
That
the
was-
same.
Yeah, it's just not the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair.
we played like 3 times a week together, and like I was actually getting better. So I haven't played in like 9 months besides the one round. But I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm happy I'm back. Yeah. I'm ready to have fun.
We're excited to have you.
Frankie also, shout out Frankie. New mentality for Jerry. Have fun.
Oh,
Okay.
Have fun. Nothing matters.
that's right.
The
You gotta
score
keep
doesn't
that
matter.
energy, though. You
That's
gotta keep
right.
that
Yeah,
energy.
and also new mentality. If I ever play with somebody, I don't want strokes. Straight up. I'm not a bitch.
He floated this one to me, and I didn't know how I felt about it. But
Nah,
he
you
he
take
feels
We're
it
gonna have to
strongly about it.
workshop this one. Your
Really?
other
You
idea
think
was
so?
better.
You
Your
think
other
so?
idea was
I
better.
I like him being the guy that says I'm too old for strokes. That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a man now.
I get that, but like then you really can't have like a competitive match with anybody unless you get somebody the same handicap.
Well, but isn't that the goal to get better?
that is, but you
It
can
is,
still
but
get better with.
It's got to be
strokes.
within reason too. You need to be able to enjoy the game.
All right, so maybe we'll scratch that. We'll scratch that.
First one's a winner. Second one
one's
we
a
can
great
work on.
one.
All right.
Although I kind of love the second one.
I
No strokes.
Just
Yeah.
go, playing John Rahm, just getting speed bagged. just
Losing by 60 shots.
no,
No round of golf goes past the 8th hole.
no,
You're
you
just
just get 10 holes because as soon as they
Every
win
time.
10 in a row, it's over.
Equal to this idea, his next idea was he wants to play Riggs until he beats him.
Yeah, like it
Which
could
I
be
think
I
could
like
be a
that.
200 episode series.
5-year series, maybe. Whatever.
I think you've pitched
Beating
this to me
Riggs.
before.
I love that.
So do I.
He like texted me one time
Yeah.
about that, and I was like, I think I responded like, "Of course I'm down to do it, but like I'm better than you." Jay."
Of course,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But like that's the thing. We go to Arizona, right? First hole, I get a 7, you get a 4. Video's over, done.
No.
Well, that's just a short.
No,
video.
no, no.
Oh no,
That's
no,
one
no,
hole.
sorry.
You gotta
like,
play.
Frankie, explain.
Well, I was
a
saying
10,
like
10, 10 or
I was
something.
saying at
7,
some
7.
point the video like if
It's over.
If it's if
Right.
he's
If
like
he wins 6 in a row, it's like
over.
it's hard to watch.
Just go to the
Yeah,
net. Right.
It's like-
I said there's gonna be a lot of episodes that are tough to watch.
Hundreds of episodes.
Which
That
I don't know if that's
one-
the greatest.
That
yeah.
one that hits though.
Yeah, but it's like obviously it's gonna be like not a big series in the beginning, but think about the end. We're fucking 98 videos in, or 198 videos in.
It's also you catch me on a bad day and you're hot. Like we
Right.
definitely can get off to a close start for sure.
I beat him at Oakmont.
Yeah, exactly. I shot
you can do
106
it.
at Oakmont.
I mean, you never know.
Never know.
Chair, I like it.
Yeah.
I would love to play you, Jerry.
New mentality.
I'd be
Just have
nervous
fun.
out there too.
I love
if
it.
I
You
lose
can
to
start
Jerry.
it today. I mean,
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
Let's
start
do
it
it.
today.
Let's get out there, Jerry.
Oh, man. Happy
I
I'm
like
back,
the back
though.
half
I'm happy
of
I'm
those
back.
videos
Yeah.
would just be on fast.
We love
forward.
having you,
The
Jerry.
bug
You're
would
the
just
man.
have it on like 10x speed because it's like, all right, you won the first 5 holes. If you want to see the rest,
Like
of
Jizzy with his voice text.
Yeah.
All right.
Time we start in one.
I'll say your top half looks nice in that thing.
Yeah, that is
It's
nice.
very comfortable.
That's a good item.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tee off at 1, Jerry.
Yep.
How much time you need to get your whole life together?
I don't know what time Ralphie's coming with the underwear. But as soon as he comes with the underwear, I'm hitting the shower and ready to
and the
go.
pants too. The underwear is just the first
Yeah,
part.
Brennan, shout out Brennan. You
Oh,
got
you
me
got
some
pants. All right,
Adidas
so you're
pants.
right.
Okay, great. So we're on our
So
way.
you just need a
We're
fresh
doing
set of
great.
panties.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing great, I would say.
I'm excited. It's gonna be great weather too.
Yep. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh,
well,
perfect
Thank you, boys.
weather.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
let's
You're the
check
man.
65
Yeah.
degrees.
Comfy.
Get yourself together. Yep. See you in a bit.
All right. I think
How's your game, Lurch? Have you been playing?
I've been playing a little bit, but it's the same. You know what I mean? It's hot and cold.
Yeah.
Some days I
Still
look like
pounding
a,
the ball,
still hit it all right. Hit a lot of greens.
putting horrifically.
Yeah, I got a new TaylorMade putter that looks like a weapon. We'll see what it does.
Is it the
out
zero
there.
torque one?
Yeah, but I've never had the pole, the shaft in the middle of the club.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
that's the
center
one.
shaft.
So
Center shaft.
We're in a
That's
whole
what
new
that's what I'm
world.
doing.
Frankie's putting
changed my life.
great with his.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Great
I
with
still
his.
come like out to in on it, but it goes way straighter.
Like I played back-to-back days 2 weeks ago. Shot 74 the first day. Shot 85 the next day. So you know what I mean?
85 might get it done here
Yeah,
too. Though.
For
right.
sure.
I was gonna say you never know.
I almost hesitate to bring it up because we played a couple rounds at Pebble during the dad
Yeah.
bod, and it's been happening for a couple of years now with your putting, where the hands sort of.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, those have never been on video, I don't think.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. What?
He's getting like a physical yip with
Yeah.
putting.
It's
You
like
can't,
it's like an electrical shock hits his
Yeah.
hands when he's putting.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's still there. What was that, the 6th hole? Maybe at,
We gotta see. I
Pebble
hope that.
Beach.
6 hole. No, it's Spanish. I 5-jacked. But I couldn't. My hands were just glitching at impact. And then, like, one time,
Glitching.
One time it
yeah,
looked
no,
like-
I get it.
it
That was
looked-
me with the driver for 2 years.
it looked like Tiger Woods was trying to hit, like, a 70-yard, like, cut slice. Like, my hands, the putter, it should just be back and through. It was so open at impact, the thing went almost 90-degree angle dead right, the
Yeah.
first putt.
Man.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're starting to shake because it's just
Mm-hmm.
I'm like decent at hitting the ball, but it's infuriating that I still suck.
The fact that
And
you can go out there and shoot a 74 with the
Yeah.
putting that you have
never
is
goes in.
miraculous.
Never
Never
in.
goes in. Yeah, that is unbelievable. 'Cause
Yeah.
Wow.
So if they come on camera, then the world's gonna know that it's gotten dark a little bit over
Look,
over the putting stroke for old Lurch.
I mean this no way personally. I need that to come out on camera.
I mean, if it does, it'll
Great-
probably get views for you guys.
Great for everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe not you, but just
No, I mean
everyone.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I'm aware of the situation, and we're really working to fix it. It's the long putts. So for those camera guys out there, if I've got to hit like a 40-foot putt, somewhere in my brain it breaks,
Oh boy.
So
and the hands
get your videography skills.
the
right.
hands suck.
Make
So,
sure you're recording.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there.
yeah, it'll
Me
be
neither.
fun.
I'm so
It'll be fun
excited.
to
It is
slap
whole
around
gang.
with you guys.
We got the whole gang.
Yeah. It's a
Six
full crew.
guys out
Yep,
there.
6.
Full
What's
crew.
the format going to be?
We were debating should be 3-on-3 or 2-on-2-on-2.
Oh. 3-on-3 would be what? Just like
Yeah.
best ball 3-on-3 or
You gotta take
scramble
two
or
strokes.
That's something we got to think
Yeah,
about.
we could
Yeah.
also debate that. We could do alt shot. We could do scramby.
Old shot. T-Daddy and I did an old shot one time.
Beast.
Beast.
You guys
Really
are
good.
You hit
Trent's
it
a
anywhere
great.
out there.
Trent's a great alt shot team. Didn't you beat us with Tommy?
I beat
Fleetwood
Tommy
playing alt
Fleetwood.
shot?
Me and Garrett
Garrett
Clark won
Clark.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I actually am a pretty good alt shot guy.
yeah.
There was those back-to-back holes where I put it in like the fescue, and then you put it on the green,
Dude, I hit.
and then you hit that driver, and I hit one of the best 3 irons of my life to that green, and the match was over.
You hit it into the rough
big
on.
cedar?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
My
I
ball never crossed.
never.
oh, This podcast will be 5 hours if we get into that.
He
I
goes, that
can't.
ball never crossed.
I can't.
I tried to bring Trent into our argument.
No.
He was like, I'm not getting into that. When we were actually on the course, because I was like, yeah, we should.
No, because we played there
This
for the
is
Internet
7 more
Invitational.
hours.
We played there at the Internet
Yep.
Invitational, and I was like, looking at it now, it would have been tough for it to cross for where it landed.
Impossible, dude.
I do think
I was
you were
sticking by my guy.
I do think that you were
Stop
minimizing
saying
how
tough.
much it could have hooked, because I have quite the turn on
It's
my ball.
impossible, dude.
Anything's possible.
T, you want to speak up?
No. Nope. Because I know where this goes. That's
The video didn't do me any justice. It just
The
started.
video
right.
was actually.
Yeah, they like made it cut.
Yeah.
The Tracer, I'm always amazed at the comments based on Tracer, that they don't realize that the Tracer isn't based on like heat sinking technology, and that's exactly where the ball
I've been
went.
getting
It's like,
fucking
we just drew the Tracer.
ramshacked in the comments section in breaking 85s.
yeah.
We're at breaking
85.
85. Jesus, yeah. I'm like looking at it, I'm like,
What-
man,
where's
we
your
shoot at
game at?
84. It's such a crazy number.
Yeah.
It's such a crazy number. In the last breaking 85, everyone's like, Frankie doesn't know what a draw or a cut is. And I'm like, see, this is what's infuriating me, because there's a clip of him hitting a cut, and it looks like a cut because the Tracer shows one, right? And I'm like, wow, you're hitting these tight little baby draws. That's sick. And I'm thinking to myself, I know exactly what a draw
Yeah, you
is.
saw it.
But I know what a draw is. It's not like this thing where I'm like, I kind of know what it is. Like, I know when I look at something, if it goes right to left for a right-handed golfer, it's a draw. Like, it's not something that someone needs to tell me. So,
No, you don't need to be like a scientist on the draw.
but like, I'm thinking that maybe like the way the camera angle sometimes is, like you guys don't stand directly behind him sometimes. Like maybe it's like a parallax thing where
I mean,
like
it's also a tracer. So
the
it's just like
Tracer
their
literally
fingers
showed it
going
go to
like
the
what they
right
think.
though, and I'm like, draw. So it's like Kyle Timms is trying to fuck me.
Well, I would also, in their defense, that ball kicks right.
Didn't this turn out to be they were right? And
Well-
you just
Oh.
misspoke?
Oh,
That's the other thing too.
now
though,
the
is
tracer
like,
was
But then
right. And he was
I
wrong.
said in
These
that
guys
clip,
have something to say
No,
because
but
it
in
was
that
a big
clip,
point of contention.
But in that clip, I said, "Oh wow, that does go right." Afterwards, I go, "Wow, it does go right. Look at it," because the Tracer shows that.
But you just misspoke.
that's what I
Ah.
think it was. That's what I
Okay.
thought we got to when we were at the.
Because Kyle
at the-
Timms texted me after, and he goes, "There are situations in which like the camera's angle could show it like going straight, and it looks like it kicks right, but it actually goes straight down the fairway from the angle that you're zooming in from the other camera. You know what I'm saying?
I think what
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's been happening a lot. That's the thing that's
How
been pissing
often
me
you
off.
say you were wrong, just in general in life?
Oh, I'll say I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Riggs always makes me say I'm wrong because he's always
Okay, well,
like,
that's-
I don't make you say
no,
it
but
wrong.
no, your what's the word I'm looking for?
Logical viewpoint?
Your logical viewpoint makes me admit that I was wrong on it.
Look, we're all wrong all the time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did that ball cross?
What's the,
I would say 95% chance it didn't cross.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
95% chance it
Good
didn't
chat with
cross.
you boys. I look
Oh,
forward
I
to
can't wait to get back out there.
It's
today.
gonna be fun. We're gonna
I
have
can't
fun.
wait to get out
It's
there.
a great
today.
group. It's a really good group of guys.
All right.
95%. We need hats. Hats that say 95% chance.
Like the Whitney 0.0.
Yeah.
95%.
It's just so good.
Ooh, what a heated debate that was. We were clinging for anything. All
He's
right.
down 7.
Oh yeah.
He's like, go back to the tee. Fuck you, man.
The
Good
next,
you guys did, didn't
Yeah.
you?
And then I put it in the water again.
dude, the next.
That sucked.
The next time I played that golf hole, I stood on that tee getting absolutely mollywopped by you two, or by you and Francis
Yeah.
in the goddamn Internet Invitational. And I just stood there and was like, "This, I fucking hate this." God damn it. All right. What a show. Dude, we did a lot of like pretty technical golf talk
Yep.
with kids for 45 minutes.
And then it was
And
madness.
then we came on here
And Jerry
had
walked in there with no
Lurch
pants on.
and Jersey Jerry pantsless.
Back to the old days of me.
Rain.
Yeah.
Rain.
Incredible.
You came on, you talked
Idiot
about
talk.
eating. Yeah, it's perfect. All right. What a couple days this is going to be at Shangri-La here in Oklahoma. Haven't really played any golf in Oklahoma, I don't think. Maybe we did an event or two in Tulsa when we were there for the PGA, but otherwise, excited to be here. Watch out for the videos. They're going to be great. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up next week, too, so pay attention to everything. We appreciate everybody listening. We'll be back on Tuesday. Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.
Hit hard.
Hit it hard.
Yeah.